Hey everyone, let's see if I can get in this draft. I did! It's
Yes, we're
Chris
back again for
Cool.
Invasion block.
Yeah.
This is Planet Walls.
Supposedly, okay, well, I'm gonna do my hardest not to first pick something.
Sweet collective restraint.
Yeah,
Can we actually take that?
I think that's the best card.
Okay, so this is propaganda for X.
For 3, probably. Maybe
I think if we
more.
can land that in game one and a couple walls, then
Planet Walls.
Planet Walls.
Oh man, I have to pause it. No, I'm not gonna sneeze.
Oh,
I
that was close.
surpassed
I
it.
got really nervous there. I was like, you can't pause the draft. There are other people in it. Okay, so what are the other cards in this pack? There's Plague Spores.
Unfortunately, one of the stronger cards is Fairy Squadron.
I'm okay with that.
But yeah, Plague Spores.
There's also a Tidal Visionary, which I
It's
think
okay.
more and more I think is fine.
I know, it is fine, but you don't want to play too many X1s that don't tap your opponent's stuff. I mean,
Last night
1-1s.
last night I was recording one and it ended up failing because I had some sort of problem with Magic Online or my computer or something, and I took a Strength of Unity at one point and boarded it in because my clock was running out from so much click lag. And I was like, the Strength of Unity could take me to victory.
Well,
Just wanted to point that card out.
considering we're going to have a domain deck, Strength of Unity might not be too bad. Tangle used to be a really expensive card for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so this person took a rare. And it's
This
the
is the same
same
common
print
run.
Yeah.
Entirely the same.
Yeah.
Um,
So there's that. A Jin. Zap. Plague Spores. I mean,
hmm.
no, there wasn't a Ravenous Rat in that last pack, was there?
No, there wasn't. But I'm pretty sure there was a Traveler's Cloak, Strength of Unity, Scarred Puma, Restrained
Irrigation
Turf Wound,
Ditch.
all the way through Kavu Aggressor.
Yeah.
Um, so we could take Plague Spores if we wanted to go extra slow. We could take Zap, but Zap is a weaker burn spell. I just like
Yeah.
being in red. So many good burn spells in this format. Do you want to take the Fairy Kind? We don't know if we're playing blue yet as a main color. We could be splashing it. What
That's
about the
true.
Jin?
I
That's one of the less impressive 6-drops, I guess, but it's such a big guy.
Yeah.
Either that or the Squadron. Maybe we just stay on color and take the Squadron.
I think the Squadron's probably the strongest common. I mean, I like Plague Spores, but it's also a 6-drop, and 6-drops suck.
Yeah.
Whoa! I remember this card.
Just don't even hover your mouse over that thing. So there's Exotic Curse, and,
Slimy Kavu?
yeah.
I guess it's just Exotic Curse.
I mean, what's funny about those Kavus is that they actually work with Collective Restraint in humorous ways.
I know.
Like, you play our attacker's step, I'll make that difficult on you. I think Exotic Curse is the best card in this pack. There are 2 Apprentices, but they're some of the worst ones.
And this is not a combo with our deck.
No, it definitely isn't so far. Maybe later it would be. Yeah, I think like Exotic Curse is just obviously the best card in this pack in general.
I know.
Though maybe Protective Sphere and Collective Restraint are like a combo.
Oh
No,
man.
just go with Exotic Curse.
I've never actually looked at that picture.
I have.
Okay. So,
There's another Fairy Squadron. There's
Yeah.
Opt.
there's a Cursed Flesh, which is kind of...
kind of playable.
Yeah.
So there's also Ravenous Rats, which is unexciting if functional.
Sea Snid of the Sky?
Functional if unexciting. Do we just go with our second Flying Snid?
I think so.
That's pretty unexciting to me. I don't like using up all our 5-drop slots on guys from the first pack.
Hey, I don't know if you remember, but you can have like 4 or 5-drop slots in this format.
Okay. I don't remember. It's hard to remember how bad some of these draft decks look sometimes.
I saw a tweet the other day that said, took some NyQuil and dealt 20 with Sea Snid. It's gonna be a slow night.
How would CSNID deal 20 unless before it attacks the 7th time they put a Cursed Flesh on it?
He just meant dealt the whole life total. Okay, we got some exciting stuff going on here. There is a red removal spell.
You bet there is. Let's take that.
There is an Obsidian Acolyte,
which I like.
Sparring Golem, and a Rage Weaver. And Rogue Kavu can be kind of scary.
I feel like we're not setting up for the Rogue Kavu deck right now.
Oh man.
Actually, Prohibit seems playable too.
Yeah,
Um,
but
and Shivan Zombie, I guess, could be in our deck if we end up playing the Exotic Curse and the Scorching Lava, but
Shivan Zombie looks like a character from Firefly. Like an extra, not a main
I
character.
mean, like an extra Reaver.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert?
No, the
Scorching Lava.
Scorching
No, I think
Lava.
Scorching Lava is the picker. Dargos' Attendant isn't exciting.
No, it's not.
There's Soulburn,
Yeah.
I guess. There's Crimson Acolyte. There's Shackles.
Shackles.
That's late for a Shackles.
It is
There's
late.
Urborg Shambler, one of the most awkward cards as far as art goes. Okay, remind me. I'm gonna post the draft banner for this with Urborg Shambler. Shambler
Okay.
as the background art.
That's a good idea.
Soulburn or Shackles,
I think
or
I
Crimson Acolyte, which I really like, or
you really,
Tiger Eye Cameo.
I think I like the Shackles.
Are you
but-
sure? I would actually be okay if we ended up in white, and I'd rather maintain flexibility than stick to black.
Then stick to red. You just cut off. AJ
Oh, my vote's Shackles.
for Shackles. Well, that's
Oh, sweet, you took the Shackles.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's convenient. Oh wait, so the best cards in this pack are green, and then there's also a Soulburn.
Have we even seen a good green card yet?
Not until this pack.
That's weird. I don't suppose you want to take the Nomadic Elf. I don't. I would rather just take the Soulburn here.
Okay, I can
Or
take
the
a
Ardent
Soulburn
Soldier.
here. I'm not a big Ardent Soldier fan because it's really just a 4, or it's just a 2/3 Vigilance for 4, and there are better 2/3s.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that I even think the Defender is better. The Wall.
Yeah, the Defender's really good. Well, here's a Pincer Spider.
Why is the Pincer Spider still in the pack? Because it looks innocuous?
Maybe the guy that is drafting green is just all over the place right now.
Do you want to take it?
Yeah, I don't like Kavu Aggressor very much in a deck like
No,
we're
and it
drafting.
seems really, yeah. There's Restrain too, which, and Llanowar Knight seems like it might as well be a Pincer Spider since one of the colors isn't. We aren't planning on playing yet.
I want to cast a Llanowar Knight, an Exotic Curse, and a Fairy Squadron.
That's totally doable.
Zap?
So yeah, let's definitely take the Zap now. We only have 3 dudes, but
That's fine. This is a control deck. Aw, not another Zap. I almost want to take the Wallop.
it's funny because Scarred Puma is actually a blocker all the time.
Ooh, I didn't see that. That card's
For the
not that
red
bad.
control deck. No, he's not atrocious as a defensive creature. That's the problem. He looks like an aggressive creature, but he's not. Do we just take the wall up here?
Yeah, I was thinking that
Or
I
the
kinda...
irrigation ditch, actually.
The ditch is blue-green.
Take something. Oh, at least we have Wallop.
Slimer.
Yep, take that guy. That guy might get in there.
I'm surprised.
Let's hide the Wallop, because I think I would only want
Yes.
to board that in.
Yes.
Here, can we take the Restrain, or do we take one of the 10 Kavu Aggressors out of these 8 packs?
I
Someone's
think a
gonna have
Kavu
real
Aggressor.
aggressive deck, if you know what I mean. And I believe you do know what I mean.
I guess I'm just going to take the Kavu here. I don't see
That's
Overload
fine.
being...
I think Rogue Kavu is more likely to be played. There's better
Yeah.
enchantment removal and artifact removal,
Can
rather.
I take a Reviving Dose?
It's better than that. Fire
Hide it.
breathing aura.
So, what does this even do? Trample and life?
Yeah. Not quite lifelink.
Yeah.
You gain life equal to the damage.
I don't think that anything has lifelink in this set.
I actually feel super awful after this first pack, but I actually think the packs were just weak in general from what we saw.
Okay, so we're basically in Grixis, and then we have a Shackles and a Pincer Spider. I'm not very excited about Rogue Kavu or Kavu Aggressor. So
Yeah,
to me
we're
that
not
says 8
necessarily in
playables.
red, right?
No, even though we have a lot. What does this do? Magma Burst.
Whenever one of your permanents
You may
becomes
return it,
targeted,
okay.
you can bounce it.
So it just turns all of our cards into worse cards. This is probably the best
Oh my
card.
god, there's a Magma Burst in there? Why is that in the same pack as the Strafe? And the Rushing River?
Because we want to make sure that we're sending signals to be in our collars in the last pack.
So how many of the kicker sack land cards are in this pack? There's Bog Down, Falling Timber, Rushing River, and Magma Burst. What's the white one? Pollen Remedy?
Yeah.
All the other ones cost... No, never mind. Magma Burst costs 4. Okay. Well, this is definitely the pick, right?
Yeah, and I guess that on the lap we want to see Star Compass, a Strafe, a Bog Down, a Rushing River,
We'll never see that Star Compass, will we?
I don't think so.
I think we'll see a Bog Down, or maybe a Sea Snid.
Or maybe an Aurora Griffin.
Yeah.
No, this thing won't make it.
God, I hope we have to play Blue, White, Red again.
Terminate.
And there's a Thunderscape Familiar and a Rushing River.
Thunderscape Familiar is not very good in our deck. Rushing River...
Is Terminate going to be good in our deck? We don't know if we're playing...
I think Terminate could be good in our deck.
Are we going to be playing black?
Well, we have an Exotic Curse.
I suppose so.
I mean, we're going to be playing blue and red, I think.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Do we want to... I guess we'll want a Thunderscape Familiar to lap at some point.
Why are you so obsessed about Thunderscape Familiar? This guy sucks.
He's cool.
No, he sucks.
Makes our Soulburn Exotic Curse cost less.
We're going to have so many colors of mana that Soulburn isn't going to need to cost less.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just really worried about the way our deck is shaping up right now, and I'm feeling like we haven't gotten many good black signals.
That's true. What did we take over the Nomadic Elf? Shackles?
Yes. Yes.
I think I'm fine with that.
No, we took something worse. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. So there's a Caldera Kavu, which actually isn't okay if you're or isn't bad if you're playing black, and a Singe, which is like a really bad zap.
Yeah.
Or a really good zap if you need it quickly.
You mean when it's countering an agonizing demise, it's a really good zap? There's also nothing else, really.
Sparkcaster and Horn Kavu.
There's an Aurora Griffin, which we're probably just going to continue to see more of.
I think that I'm most apt to take the Caldera Kavu, but I could see
it's not.
This.
The power level, I actually think Caldera Kavu is a decent card.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm looking at is the fact that blue and red are probably going to be our main colors, especially as we move into the third pack.
Yeah.
And so black's going to be probably more of a splash, but that's okay with Caldera Kavu anyway.
So we've got a Bloodstock, a Nightscape Familiar.
Mog Jailer. I actually think Nightscape Familiar might be the card we want in this deck. That's pretty good with Collective Restraint.
Yeah. And it's also pretty good at pumping these guys out.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that guy.
Unfortunately, it makes our mana a little weird.
Let's just be honest that we're playing a control deck.
It looks like the Shackles and Pincer Spider are going to get hidden. Well, that's something interesting. Aww.
I know.
I want to take
also a Samite Pilgrim.
That's true.
I wish we were playing that. I think this is all screwed up because nobody knows what commons are broken.
What? This is 5th pick, so this is a better than Fairy Squadron 5th pick.
It can't come down as a 1-drop and then be gated.
It's true.
So it's not just obviously better. Plus it has this weird kicker that you probably don't want to use unless they have some tokens out or something.
They play March of Souls. There's a Crosis's Catacombs, which seems
I'm not that excited about
a Kavu Recluse to help us.
Caster Pincer Spider. I actually want to go with the expensive Awkward Flyer here.
Well, that's good because I wasn't planning on clicking on anything else. And it's foil.
Not even the Nightscape Familiar?
Well, I kind of wanted to click on that. So, this is awkward. I mean, there's a Bloodstock, but that'd be our third or fourth 5-drop.
Yeah.
There's a card we probably won't play. I'm gonna go ahead and hide Aggressor, Pincer Spider.
Shackles. Let's take the Recluse. Does that feel okay to you?
Yeah.
Like, we could have an airship or something that makes the forest ability relevant anyway.
We got
I wish we had
that.
a Mana Silex. I'm pretty sure
Got
that card's
that.
like a second pick in this format.
Yeah, AJ and I were talking about. I don't know if we talked about it
I
while
got
we
one in
were
my draft
recording.
last night. It was awesome. Like, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I was even able to regenerate a living airship. It was perfect.
Ooh. Okay, so
Is this the Morg Toad pick?
yeah. I mean,
um, hmm.
hmm, hmm.
Is that how we finish them off with a soul burn?
1, 2, 3. I mean, we could use another 2/2.
It's just so bad.
I know we have a lot of chances at getting 2/2s later. I mean, should we take a Bloodstock just to have one to deal with all the Samet Pilgrims?
Maybe. I'm thinking about that. Does ramping into 6 on turn 4 help us? For the
Probably.
Mortoad?
Maybe. I'm gonna take a Bloodstock.
Okay.
We've got
Maybe we'll
chance.
get a chance at a Morg Toad later.
Okay, so this is pretty interesting because Cavern Harpy
It's
is
pretty good with our
playable.
fairy squadrons.
Yes, but there's also a Bog Down, which is disgusting.
Um, hmm.
But you have to sack 2 lands.
I actually think Cavern Harpy's pretty solid.
Let's see what we can actually gate, though. We can gate
2 fairy squadrons.
a Nightscape Familiar and a Water Spout, and
We
a
only have 9
Bloodstock.
creatures total, though.
Yeah,
So we're going to have to get more, and in the last pack, blue-red's going to be what we favor, and hopefully we find some of those Razorfin pingers.
I'm going with the Harpy because I think we have a chance at getting a Bog Down. Yep.
Oh, but we could gate that Sea Snid, take the Bog Down, or the Maggot Carrier, if you want to gate something. Combo.
I think that we just gate a Fairy Squadron. I'm gonna hide Rogue Kavu. I don't want to remember we have one.
Yeah, that guy's not very good in our deck.
I actually wish that we had a Snid in our deck, only because of the restraint.
We might get another chance. Maybe we might get another chance at a Bog Down, though.
Well,
Nope, we got another chance at that Snid you were asking for.
do we want to take a card that we definitely won't play, though? Probably not.
No, just take the Snid. If somebody's drafting Aurora Griffin, it means they have enough flyers that do the same thing already.
I'm happy to see this.
Yeah, I am too. That's probably sideboard removal.
Yeah, I think so too.
But, oh, there's our other chance at that Morg Toad.
I love this art.
There's so many good, bad arts in this set that I don't even know if I want Herborg Shambler to be. I don't know.
I know Morg Toad would be perfect art. Actually, no, the Shambler probably displays text.
Looks like it's Morg Toad art.
Whoa, maybe want a Recluse instead of another Bloodstock.
Yeah, I guess, though that's pretty saddening. I guess they're kind of like mana disruption.
Well, and it opens us up. Wow, this guy.
Take that thing. Ooh.
Go ahead and hide that. Keldon Mantle was expecting that to be a 1-drop.
Did I ever tell you about the deck that I drafted one time for Invasion Block where I had like 4 Terminates, and then in the end I was super excited about all my removal, but I had like no dudes at all. That's
Oh,
basically
man.
the story. Minotaur Illusionist is pretty good if I recall.
Yeah, it can kill something and gain Shroud. And
Another
it's a
5
3/4.
drop. So I guess we're going to be looking for Reef Shamans and Seta Disciples to gate.
I think we want a Seta Disciple for sure.
This pack is like really bad for us. Quicksilver Dagger is the only red-blue card in here, really.
Yeah, I don't like this card.
There's Dead Ringers, which could lap, which I'm not very excited about.
I hope that Seta Disciple laps,
Yeah.
but I do think that the
There's also
Illusionist.
Foul Presence, which might be better than Singe.
Huh, that card's interesting,
Yeah,
but I don't think I'd be willing to take it this high.
agreed.
Well, a Jilt and an Illusionist, cool.
And a
an
Razorfin
Airship,
Hunter.
and a Bloodfire Kavu, and a
This deck is
Razorfin.
nuts. Oh, I got Bummer to Manacles of Decay last night.
That's weird. Okay,
I know,
so
it was
we
like-
should actually discuss this though. I mean,
Razorfin Hunter is good with the Cavern Harpy that we have. It's also really powerful. Jilt is insane, though. I actually took an Illuminate over Jilt last night, and I regretted it.
okay,
There's Bloodfire Kavu, too.
yeah, which is not bad, and a living airship. I mean, wait, we got an illusionist, a Kavu, an airship, a razorfin hunter. None of those will probably come back though. I mean, there's a life death. There's a zombie boa which we won't be playing. Manacles. Yeah, we shouldn't see any cards back from this pack.
I know. It's too bad.
But we could.
We could see Zombie Boa or something.
Yeah, I mean, we could see Zombie Boa, but it's not something we want to be playing, I think.
So, actually, what would you take if you had to pick between Razorfin Hunter and Living Airship? Because that could happen.
I would take probably the Hunter.
I think so, too. I'm sad passing that, but Jolt's power level is obscene.
Well, there's an Honor Guard, a airship.
Let's take the airship. There's an Order Chaos.
But that's not that good in our deck.
I know, it's really good against us. There's also a Phyrexian Rager.
Ooh, that's... Huh. I think that probably the airship is the right
I want to
pick.
take the airship here so we can win. Plus, I want to play as much blue as possible.
That's
so
fair.
Our Fairy Squad should Sarcastable regularly.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll end up playing Soulburn. Okay, so there's a Uprising, a Bobcat, and a Seta Disciple.
None of these are very exciting to me.
You want to take the Disciple?
What about the Ringleader? Do we have any goblins that I'm not attentive to?
No. No.
I think Seta Disciple is better than Urborg Uprising right now.
I think so too. I mean,
then again, you have the option of playing Fairy Squadrons earlier, jumping or trading them off, and then Uprising them later, but I just don't want to play any more late game cards.
This is like a sideboard card. I mean, it's a very strong sideboard card against another control deck. But
let's bring in the Seta Disciple. That's good with our flyers.
Yeah, it's also
damage.
It makes these guys relevant against green decks.
Definitely.
Okay, an Illuminate.
Another Consume Strength. Ugh.
And an Honor Guard.
I think we just have to take the Illuminate, right?
Yeah.
Unless you want to take the sideboard Mask of Intolerance. There's also a Kavu Glider in this pack, which is worth noting.
Yeah, we could play that easily.
It's better than probably those Kavu Recluses.
I miss not being able to take
so many Honor
those.
Guards. At least we can kill them with our
Terminate and our Illuminate.
Yeah.
And our Exotic Curse and manipulating our lands.
Yeah.
Kavu Mauler, what? And a Gladenar. Yeah, I don't think there's anything for us.
Reef Shaman.
You actually would consider this?
Yeah.
Heavily?
It's like Mana Silex. I'm serious.
I guess it kind of is.
It actually has additional flexibility in our deck.
As being a Cavern Harpy. Okay, so...
And a blocker.
If you can convince me to take Reef Shaman over a Kavu Mauler that we're not going to play, do it.
I can, because Kavu Mauler we're not going to play. It's just a 4/4 for 6 with Trample. I'm actually more scared of the Gladenar. Reef Shaman can make them so they can't... Their second forest isn't actually a forest. Take that.
Okay.
Tundra Kavu. Foil.
Yeah, I'm taking a foil one so I can be mad that I have it in my collection.
There's also the Necro Disciple, which couldn't be worse.
Okay, so we have a deck somewhere in here now.
Whirlpool Drake is playable. Captain's
It is.
Maneuver? Why is that still here? We should have just been playing white-red again. We would have had all those Coalition Honor Guards.
I guess we want the flyer.
I think we do too.
Even
unless
though
you
I
want to
hate
take
its
a
ability.
Captain's Maneuver.
I don't think we're going to be playing it with one Tundra, a Snid, and a Reef Shaman. Because I don't think we want to play...
That does seem pretty bad. We're probably not going to be playing the Snid, right?
Probably not.
Well, that Dead Ringers we were talking about left.
I think that's what we take.
Yeah.
And...
Do we take like an Orm's Thunder so we have something to sideboard against a debilitating enchantment?
We could, that's probably... But...
We have so many 5-drops, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking if we'd ever want something that's evasive.
I hate the art on that. I always thought that the snake was like one creature and it just looked like a Mog on one side. Whoa, just take that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that first pick no one noticed was a first pick.
Well, I mean, like, this would help us get along, but
I actually think we could play that too.
this?
The Chaos.
Oh.
I'm
I
not
don't...
super excited. Like, I recognize that Tundra Kavu is better than Kavu Recluse, but Order Chaos breaks stalls so effectively.
Illusion Reality. Don't you just love how some of these split cards are powered compared to other ones?
Yeah, it makes no sense to me.
Uh,
Blood War. Or do you want to take the rare here?
yeah.
Somebody in Commander probably plays this.
Or I could take this. I don't think that we would want this, though.
No. We would be fine. Our Reef Shaman can hold that guy down all day.
Okay, so this is just another stupid control deck.
You can't build aggro decks, really, in this format.
Well,
It's set up so that it's slow enough that you can assemble your mana.
I want either a stupid mid-range deck or a deck with a ton of airs.
I like decks that just have guys flying over their guys.
Well,
Like, it's weird to me that Order Chaos wasn't recognized as an insane card. It's a removal spell and a card that lets you break a stall for the win.
Splash of Pincer Spider.
Get Kelton Mantle out of there. When my computer was all laggy last night and I was trying to deck build, it took me 5 minutes to get all the cards that I was considering into the deck building slot.
You have a tough life. You should...
It was rough. I was like, I might actually time out while deck building. I actually got nervous. I like how you're looking at that Morg Toad and you were thinking about skipping it. Not throwing it in there.
No, I mean, I was trying to figure out if I wanted it in this pile or the Navy pile.
All those guys need to get in there.
Wow. So we have a lot of options. The deck
The power level of our removal makes it so it's not worth splashing for white. I
agree.
I think I want to run the Order Chaos because we have enough cards to turn our lands into plains to make its second slice relevant anyway.
Well, this is already over.
I know. Ooh. Our 2-drop slot's pretty thin.
Yeah, I know.
We might want to run Morg Toad instead of a random red guy just to give our Cavern Harpy more bounce fodder. It would definitely be that.
Yeah, I think it's over a Recluse.
I mean, I guess that thing can give one of our lands regenerate, but give one of our lands regenerate. Make our Living Worship, Living Airship regeneratable, and
no, we're
get a Caldera Kavu ability.
We're playing this bad guy to smooth, to take some load off the Kavu.
Okay, so our 5-drop slot has 2 guys in it right now, plus the 2 Fairy Squadrons.
Yeah.
You want to move one of those up there?
We're just going to move them both up there. Because they're both 5-drops. The only reason we really play one on turn 1 is because of the Harpy, right?
Yeah, definitely. Or if we needed to trade something off. There's the Soul Burn, which seems not very good compared to Illuminate. Dead Ringers, which seems sideboard. Bloodstock is probably just a sideboard card. It's not even that strong. Can we look at Order Chaos and talk about that?
We can, but I mean, 4 mana to exile an attacking creature. The Falter effect is better than most because it just means can't block at all.
Yeah.
But we already have 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we only have 6 flyers.
I guess our logic, though, is that we just hold down the ground. I mean, we have a collective restraint.
Yeah.
Right? And so I'm worried that the board basically gets bogged down. But...
I mean, we need to cut 1 card already.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure...
How about the Zap?
I kind of want to play Zap.
Okay, what about Bog Down?
I was going to say, I think it might be Bogged Down.
That's sideboard maybe for when we're on the draw.
When we're playing against something that is slow, or has lots of removal or something, we can bog down before we start playing out everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine sideboarding that.
So what do we have? We have,
Our host of 3-drops could potentially use a cut.
yeah, I was thinking that too. The slimy Kavu Recluse.
We
I'm
aren't
guessing
playing any black at all. Have you noticed that?
we're not playing very much, but our 2-drops are both black.
That's terrible.
Maybe we should have taken the Razorfin Hunter over Jilt. No, we have a lot of ways to deal with it.
I definitely would have rather taken it over Jilt now. I figured like Jilt is a card that's more easily splashable than Razorfin Hunter.
Yeah, but someone's
Because it
always
has an
playing.
effect when you
Someone else is playing Grixis. That's where the Razorfin Hunter probably went.
I miss Razorfin Hunter already. It's in the 3 best 3-color combos.
Rug, Grixis. I mean, Rug, Crosis,
And Bug.
and no,
Wait. No, wait.
America.
Yeah, Team USA. Okay. So, do we want to get that bog down out of there and roll with this, or do we want to, like...
Cut a Kavu or a Morg Toad.
I guess, yeah, it's going to be...
Morg Toad's kind of nice with an Illuminate.
That's true. That's true, I suppose.
Look at that little head on that gigantic behemoth in the background.
Is that a head? I thought
Yeah,
it was
it's like a
tiny,
slug head.
I thought it was a tiny,
It's like a xenomorph
tail.
head. It could be from the movie Prometheus. Spoiler. Alien movie.
Okay,
Spoiler.
so, we've got 4 minutes left. I thought it looked like one of the aliens from Fifth Element.
No, we figured out what that was the other day, but I can't remember it anymore.
I can't remember either. So there's Order Chaos. I'm still tempted to want to bring that in, but...
We only have 2 ways to cast the white part, which, if we had like 4 ways, I'd say let's do it, but...
I guess realistically it probably won't do very much against our field of Seta Disciples, Reef Shavens, and Nightscape Familiars, and then Grey Ogres in the 3-drop slot. Yeah. Is there anything else that we should be looking at? This is actually an unexciting build, and I'm still anxious about the fact that we have no good black cards.
I mean, we could be playing Dead Ringers and but we don't have any way to manipulate Caller. We needed that Tidal Visionary too.
I mean, we could cut the Exotic Curse, the Terminate, the Nightscape Familiar, and the Cavern Harpy, and put in a Shackles, an Orum's Thunder, and a Sunscape Familiar.
Are you just trolling me?
And then Order Chaos. That just seems worse, though. Well,
Terminate and Exotic Curse and Familiar and Harpy are all
Shackles
okay.
and Terminate are basically the same card. Just go ahead and add land now. That was a joke, by the way.
A bad joke.
Nobody can see me doing my air quotes.
This mana base is gonna suck.
They all suck. This one's going to be better than the last ones. We need major
Is this
blue.
like a 6/6/5 or a 7/7/6?
6/6/5, a classic.
A 7/6/4?
I feel like if we're running 4 swamps, we're in trouble, but then we've got that Reef Shaman
Yeah,
to fix everything up.
I'm glad that you made us take him.
Me too. I wonder if this is like 8/5/4. Probably not.
Well, we got all these Kavus that will help us get... We can get a blue with this one and a black with that one.
I'm just saying last night was the first time I didn't have to mull when I drafted.
Yeah.
And I played 8 planes in a heavy white deck and never looked back. But I also had a Mana Silex.
Aw, why didn't we get one of those?
Because we didn't see one. Let's go, I don't know.
7/6 or 8/5. We don't really need double red.
We don't need red until our,
3 drops.
yeah.
I'm okay with this.
Let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
that. If we had a Razorfin Hunter,
I'm
I don't know
submitting.
what I would have said.
I'm gonna submit and save the video.
I don't think you actually clicked on it.
We'll be back.